Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to automate content distribution to multiple platforms using AI agent. So I own a content marketing agency business, and over here I have to regularly post content on different platforms, and generating this content and the image of it manually is very time consuming and hectic. So to solve this, I have created an AI agent using Pabbly Connect. How this AI agent works is, I keep the record of my content ideas in my Google Sheets, like the content topic, hashtag, keywords and the tone of the content. So as soon as I'm going to add the new content idea in my Google Sheets, automatically using all the details, an AI agent is going to generate the content as well as the image related to the topic. As both of the thing is going to be generated by my AI agent, automatically a post is going to be created of that in my Facebook page, and automatically a post is also going to be created on my WordPress site. So now, if you want to learn how to create this AI agent for yourself, for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to automate content distribution to multiple platforms using AI agent. So as an owner of a content marketing agency business, I use Google Sheets to organize my content title, keywords, hashtags and tone and style on which the AI agent has to generate the content. Then I use an AI agent that is going to generate the content according to the title that I've added in my Google Sheets. With that, it also generates the image for that title that I've entered. Then I use that same AI agent to automatically distribute the content across multiple platforms like Facebook page and WordPress post without any manual efforts. This setup helps me maintain a strong and consistent online presence with minimal time investment. So over here, I'm going to show you how you can build this AI agent for yourself, for your business. Okay. In order to create that AI agent, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, I'm going to enter www.pabbly.com/connect. Okay, so this is the website. We are going to search this website, and you can see Pabbly Connect's landing page is then going to appear in front of you. And now, after browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as AI Agent to Automate Content Distribution to Multiple Platforms. This is the name that I want to give to my workflow. And for the folder on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created these many folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific one in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agents as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of AI agent to automate content distribution to multiple platforms, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One says trigger, other says action. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, I am creating the record of the title on which the AI agent has to generate the content on, keywords, hashtags and the tone style. Okay. I want that as soon as I'm going to add the new details in the spreadsheet, automatically the trigger over here should capture the response of that. And that is why for my trigger application, I have selected it as Google Sheets. And the trigger event over here is going to be new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build a connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. Firstly, copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, open the spreadsheet that you want to connect to Pabbly Connect. In order to connect the spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect, from the panel go to Extensions, go to Add-ons and click on this Get Add-ons button right here. This new window is going to appear in front of you, on which on the search bar, search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. Okay, I'm going to select Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here. As you can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please do install it. So with the help of Pabbly Connect webhooks, you can build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. Okay. So as you go to install it, go back and then refresh the spreadsheet from here. As now after refreshing the spreadsheet, if you're going to go back to your extensions, you can see an option Pabbly Connect webhooks. Now from the drop down under it, go to Initial Setup option right here. Then Initial Setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For this webhook URL field, paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So in this spreadsheet, my trigger column is going to be column D, because as soon as I'm going to enter the final data, the tone and style in this column right over here, the entire row's data is going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL. So that is why for my trigger column, I'm going to enter it as column D. Okay. After entering the webhook URL and the trigger column, I'm going to click on the submit button right here. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. Okay. And as you can see that in the spreadsheet, I've already entered the content topic, keywords, hashtags, and the tone and style. Okay. So as I've already entered all the details right over here, I'm going to send that detail to this webhook URL. For that, I'm going to click on the send test button right over here. It says test data sent successfully. That means this whole row data has been forwarded towards this webhook URL. Okay. We are going to check that later. Before doing that, what we are going to do is I'm going to tell you some important steps. So please do not forget to follow them. Go back to Extensions and Pabbly Connect webhooks, and now from the drop down, click on the Send on Event button right here. It is very important to click on Send on Event, because every time you get to enter the new data in this spreadsheet right over here, this spreadsheet is going to send that data to this webhook URL to our Pabbly Connect. Okay, that is why it is very important to click on Send on Event. And as you can see, a tick mark is in front of it. That means now this function is now been activated. Okay. So now as we have clicked on the send test button, what we are going to do is I'm going to go back and scroll down, and yes, you can see over here the response has been captured in our trigger. Let us tally the response. The tone and style comes over here as friendly. If I'm going to further scroll down, these are the keywords that I've entered. You can see right over here, these are the same keywords that I've entered. With that over here, it has captured the hashtags also: wardrobe goals, fashion basics, and style tips. These are the same hashtags you can see right over here. And lastly, the content topic is also, that is 5 must-have wardrobe essentials for every season. And you can see right away, this is the same content topic, 5 must-have wardrobe essentials for every season. Okay. So as you can see, the response has been successfully captured over here in our trigger. This means that Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Here my objective is that as soon as over here the trigger is going to capture the response of the topic, keywords, hashtags, and tone, using all these details, an AI agent should generate a content for my multiple platforms. Now for that, I'm going to set up my action step, and for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as OpenAI. I am using OpenAI as an AI agent in my business. If you want to use other AI platforms like Google Gemini or other AI tools, you can definitely use those AI agents for your business as well. I am using OpenAI, and for the action event, I am going to select it as ChatGPT. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, over here it is asking for the token. Using this token, we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. For that, we need to generate a new token. For generating the new token, click on this hyperlink given here below in the help desk right here. As we're going to do that, the API keys page of your OpenAI account is going to appear in front of you. And now we're going to generate a new token. For that, click on this Create New Secret Key button right here. This window is going to appear in front of you, on which it is asking for the name of the key, which I'm going to give it as test right over here. After that, for the project, I'm going to select the default project, and for the permissions, I'm going to select it as all. And then I'm going to click on this Create Secret Key button in order to generate a new token. A token is generated. I'm going to copy it from here and paste it right over here. After doing that, I'm going to click on the Save button to build the connection. As you can see, OpenAI has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After doing that, it is asking for me to select an AI model. With the help of which model are we generating the content? For that, I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini. If you want to use other AI models, you can definitely select them from the drop down right here, okay? After selecting the AI model, it is asking for the prompt. The prompt is the text with the help of which the AI agent is going to generate the content according to our requirements. Over here in the prompt, you have to specify all the things that you require in your generated content, and with that, you have to also mention the things that you specifically do not require in the generated content. So now for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as... So this is the prompt that I've written right here. Generate a well-written, high-volume, SEO-optimized piece of content based on the following details. The content should reflect current fashion trends and should be structured clearly with a natural flow. Use the provided keywords throughout the content naturally and make sure it aligns with the selected tone style. The content should be informative, engaging, with numbered points or section if needed. Avoid using any symbols like hashtags or the star symbols. The content should be between 150 to 120 words. Do not include the topic, title in the generated content. Details of the field, content type, keywords, hashtags, and tone style. Now for the data of these fields, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data, which is inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to select this field, this was the previous step. As I'm going to click on it, this is the same response that was captured in our previous step. It is asking for the content topic. We have received the content topic. You can see right over here. And for this, I want to generate the content. So I'm going to select the data of the content topic from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the keywords, I'm going to map the data of the keywords right over here. So these are the keywords. I'm going to map the data. For the hashtag over here, I'm going to map the data of the hashtag that I've received in my previous response right here. These are the hashtags. I'm going to map it. And for the tone and style, I'm going to map the data of the tone and style. So this is the prompt. After entering the prompt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply click on the Save and Send Test Request button right over here. And within few seconds, you can see this AI has generated me this response. Over here in the response, you can see for the message content, this is the content that this AI has generated. Let us go through this content right here. One is building a versatile wardrobe requirement, selecting key pieces that will work across seasons. Here are 5 must-have wardrobe essentials that you should consider for every season fashion refresh. Okay, and you can see all the 5 points is mentioned right over here. The content has now been successfully generated by my AI agent, okay? So as now the content is now been successfully generated by my AI agent, now for this topic that I've entered in my Google Sheets, for the same topic, I also want to generate an image by my AI agent as well, okay? Now for doing that, I'm going to add an action step. And for the action application over here, I'm going to again select it as OpenAI, as OpenAI is my AI agent. And action event is going to be generate image Delhi right over here. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can similarly, in the previous step I've already told you, you can create a new connection. I'm going to select an existing one. For that, I'm going to click on this save button. It is asking for me to select the model. For the model, I'm going to select it as Dell E3 right over here. Okay, after entering the model, it is again asking for the prompt, with the help of which this AI agent is now going to generate the image for me. So now for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as... So this is the prompt that I have right over here. Create a visually engaging image based on the content topic. The topic image should reflect the style and the tone. This is the tone and style. Visually represent the main keywords. The design should be modern, appealing, and suitable for platforms like WordPress, blog post, and Facebook page post. Avoid using text in the image. Focus on visual storytelling that aligns with trending fashions and lifestyle themes. Use the theme implied by the hashtags to guide the mood and elements included. Okay, so this is the prompt that is going to help me generate the image for the content that I've added in my Google Sheets. And for the data of these fields, like the content topic, I'm going to map the data again. The topic is right over here. For the tone and style, I'm going to map the data of the tone and style right over here. For the keywords, I'm going to map the data of the keywords right here. So these are the keywords, I'm going to map it. And lastly, for the hashtags, I'm going to map the data of the hashtags right here. Okay, so this is the prompt with the help of which the AI is going to generate the image for me. Now it is asking for the number of images to be generated. I only want one image to be generated, so I'm going to select it as one right here. For the size, I'm going to select the size as 1024 into 1024 right here. Okay, now it is asking for the quality of the image. I want an HD quality image. Okay, and it is asking for the style. If you want to add any style like vivid or natural styles, you can enter that over here according to your requirement. I do not want any style specifically, so I'm going to skip the part. So after filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right here. And within few seconds, you can see over here, we have received a response of the URL. If I'm going to copy this URL from here and open it in a new tab right over here, you can see an image is generated by my AI agent relevant to the topic that I've added in my Google Sheets. Okay, so as now this image has also been generated. Now what I'm going to do is, firstly, I'm going to post this image and the content on my Facebook page. For that, I'm going to add an action step, and for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as Facebook pages right here. An action event is going to be create page photo post, as we're going to post an image with the content on our Facebook page. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, click on connect with Facebook pages button right here. This window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to continue with this Facebook account. And yes, this is my Facebook account. So I'm going to click on this continue button right over here. As I've done that, you can see I've successfully authorized Facebook pages to Pabbly Connect. It was very easy for me to connect my Facebook pages to Pabbly Connect because I've already logged into my Facebook account on a new tab. And as I've done that, automatically it is going to make the process of connecting Facebook pages to Pabbly Connect much easier. Now it is asking for me to select the page. For the page, I want to post the content on this page, Divine Glamour, right here. So at the page over here, I'm going to search for Divine Glamour and select the page from the drop down in which I want to create the photo post. Okay. Now it is asking for the photo URL. For this field, I'm going to map the data of the URL that AI agent has generated the image of. Okay. And for the description, I'm going to map the data of the content that is generated by my AI agent again. Okay. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. And within few seconds, we are going to receive this response, which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my Facebook page that I've created, I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I refresh the page, if I'm going to scroll down, yes, you can see over here, a post has been created in my Facebook page, building a versatile wardrobe requirement, selecting key pieces that will work across seasons. Here are 5 must-have wardrobe essentials that you should consider for every seasonal fashion refresh. This is the content that was generated by my AI agent with the image also right over here as well. Okay. So as you can see that over here, automatically the image has been posted with the content on my Facebook page. That means the setup for the Facebook page has now been done in my workflow. Now, not only on my Facebook page, I want to create a post in my WordPress account as well. For that, I'm going to add an action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as WordPress right here. An action event over here is going to be create a post. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, it is asking for the WordPress username, password, and the base URL. So firstly, enter the username and the password of your account, of your WordPress account right here. So you can see I've entered the username and the password right here. And lastly, for the base URL, log into your WordPress account. And over here in this URL, you can see from this HTTPS till WP3, this is the base URL. Copy it from here and paste that base URL right here, okay? And then click on the save button to build the connection between WordPress and Pabbly Connect. As I'm going to do that, you can see WordPress has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for the post type, for which I'm going to select it as post right over here, as now we are going to create a new post on our WordPress account. For the post title, I'm going to map the data of the topic that we have received in our Google Sheets. I'm going to map the data. For the post content, I'm going to map the data of the content that has been generated by my AI agent. After that, it is asking for the slug over here and all the other details which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. For the status, I'm going to select the status as draft right over here. Why am I creating a draft? Because this is an AI generated content, and before creating a WordPress post, I want to create a draft first. To first tally the AI generated content and the image and then post it on my WordPress account. Okay. After that, it is asking for the category ID tag, which I do not require, so I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the featured media ID. I do not want any media right over here, so simply I'm going to toggle this map button on and erase the existing data from here. Okay. After doing that, it is asking for the format. If you want to select any other format, you can do that. I'm going to select as standard right here. For the ping status, I'm going to remain it as open. Comment status is going to be open as well. For the author ID, I'm going to select the author. So this is the author admin. I'm going to select the author from the drop down. It is asking for the sticky, which I do not want. So I'm going to select as false right here. Next, it is asking for the password. So I'm going to skip this field right over here as I do not want that. And I'm going to leave the field date and the date GMT right over here as well. After filling in all the required details that I want, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, we have received a response, which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my WordPress account and I'm going to click on this all post page right over here of my WordPress account, you can see over here a new post has been created as a draft in my WordPress account right here. If I'm going to open this post from here, you can see over here automatically a post has been created in my WordPress account. To preview the post, I'm going to open this link of this post in a new tab right here. And you can see over here there's the post for 5 must-have wardrobe essentials for every season. And this was the title that I've added in my spreadsheet. You can see right over here. And there's the same content that was generated by my AI agent has been posted as a WordPress post. You can see right here. Okay. So as you can see, the post is automatically been created in my WordPress account as well. Okay. This means now this AI agent has now been successfully built. Now over here in the spreadsheet that I've created, I've added 2 another fields, that is generated content and the generated image. I want to keep the record of the generated content and the image in this Google Sheets as well. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add an action step to this workflow. And for the action application, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. And as I want to update this row with the details of the generated content and the image, for that, for the action event over here, I'm going to select it as update row. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. Honestly, click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, over here it says sign in with Google. I'm going to click on this button right here. This window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to choose an account. For that, I'm going to select an account in which I have created the spreadsheet in. So I'm going to select that account from the options right here. After doing that, it is asking for the permission for the account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. And as I've done that, you can see Google Sheets is successfully authorized with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet. For the spreadsheet, I'm going to select the spreadsheet that I've created in the name of content sheet right here. So I'm going to select the spreadsheet, and for the sheet, I've created only one single sheet in the name of sheet 1. So for the sheet, I'm going to select as sheet 1 right here. Now it is asking for me to select the row index. Now for the row index, I'm going to map the data of the row index that I've received in the first Google Sheet step right here. For the content topic, I do not want to update any of the 4 fields: content topic, keywords, hashtags, and the tone style. So I'm going to skip the part. Next, it is asking for the generated content. For that, I'm going to map the data of the generated content by my AI agent. And for the generated image, I'm going to map the data of the image as well right here. So these are the fields that I want to update. After doing that, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. And as I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my spreadsheet right here, you can see, yes, the content is automatically been updated in my spreadsheet as well. This was the generated content, you can see right over here. And this was the link of the image as well right here. Okay. So now as this spreadsheet has also been updated by the generated content and the image, this means that this AI agent that we have built using Pabbly Connect is now successfully built. Okay. So now as we have built this AI agent successfully using Pabbly Connect, I want to test this AI agent again. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the data of a new content topic, keywords, hashtag, and the tone style in the spreadsheet. And after entering the new details, I'm going to check whether automatically a post on my Facebook page has been created. With that, a new post on my WordPress account has also been created or not. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we are going to simply add the data of the content topic till tone style right over here in this spreadsheet. So you can see we have entered the details. Top color trends this year in fashion. These are the keywords, fashion trends, color palette, seasonal colors. And these are the hashtags, and the tone and style should be friendly. Okay. So as you can see that I've entered the details in my spreadsheet successfully right over here. Now I'm going to wait for a few seconds for this AI agent to process. And after that, I'm going to check whether automatically a post has been created in my Facebook page. With that, a post has been created in my WordPress account as well or not. Okay. So I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds. As after few seconds in the spreadsheet, automatically the content has been updated right over here. You can see with the image and the content generated by my AI agent. Now I'm going to open my Facebook page and refresh this page from here. As I refresh the page, if I'm going to scroll down, yes, you can see right over here a new post has been created in my Facebook page saying, staying updated with fashion trends is essential for expressing individual style, and one of the most exciting aspects of fashion each year is the evolving color palette. This year, several seasonal colors are making waves, reflecting both current moods and timeless elegance. Okay, you can see automatically the content is generated for the title that I've added right here. With that, this image has also been generated. You can see right over here by my AI agent and been posted on my Facebook page. So as now the Facebook page post has been created, I'm going to open my WordPress account and open the all post section of my WordPress account. You can see automatically a new post has also been created in my WordPress account. If I'm going to open the post, this is the link right over here. I'm going to open the link in a new tab. It says top color trends this year in fashion. This is the same content topic that I've added in my spreadsheet. You can see right here. And this is the content that is generated by my AI agent and has been posted as a post on my WordPress site. Okay. So as you can see, automatically the post has also been created on my WordPress site. This means this AI agent that we have built with Pabbly Connect has now been successfully working. So now to sum up till now what we have done, the trigger is Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet row. As soon as you're going to enter the title, hashtags, keywords, and the tone in your spreadsheet, automatically the trigger over here is going to capture the response of that. And using the details that has been captured in a trigger, AI agent is going to generate the content for that topic. Okay. And then that same AI agent is going to generate an image related to the topic that we have entered in our Google Sheets. Okay. As now we have the content and the generated image, using those details, a Facebook page post is going to be created using this action step, that is Facebook pages create page post over here. And then after creating a photo post on my Facebook page, automatically a post is also going to be created on my WordPress account using this action step, WordPress create a post. And after creating the post, I want to update my spreadsheet with the content and the image generated by my AI agent. For that, I've added this action step, that is Google Sheets update row. And in this manner, I have created this AI agent to automate content distribution to multiple platforms with Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.